Hey guys, it's your pal Victor here from Cult Classics and Cult Following. I'm here with another collectibles review, and I've been waiting for this one for quite some time. And I'm really excited because now we've got Zartan from G.I. Joe Classified. Zartan was always one of my favorite characters in G.I. Joe when I was a kid. And as I've gotten older, he still holds up. But I was never a fan of the 3.75 inch scale, too tiny. And they started doing these classified figures, which are like 6 inches in scale. And I'm really jazzed about that. See, I can get a few of my characters in my preferred scale. So we're going to crack this guy up. It's getting to be a little more easier to find. Amazon, Target, all that stuff. So we're going to check out the box. So he looks pretty cool in the box. We got some cool art right there. We've got him with the Master of Disguise mask, and I'm excited about that accessory. And then there's the back with Baroness that I also might do a unboxing of that mask disguise there again. There's the the code, whatnot, and yeah, I do like these window boxes. There's the Dreadnoks logo. If you remember the show, he was the head of like these Australian punk rockers called the Dreadnoks, and he was just kind of cool. You dip his toy in water, he'd change color. And he was like, I always thought he was like kind of like a mutant, so like that was around the time that the X-Men were in Australia and there were the Reavers and all that shit. So there's empty box. There's him outside the box. I don't see any scrunchies. Comes with some shit to pin on his belt. Looks like a couple of knives, a monkey's paw, and like a petrified like snake head, and there's his mask and a mask maker like Mission Impossible. So let's crack this shit open. We'll crack the mask out first. Alright, so this is the mask he comes with, just some dude. The inside is molded, so we'll see if it sticks on. Hate this noise. Hate it so much. And this is like, the mask maker thing, like they have in Mission Impossible. It's also a backpack you can pin on him. Comes apart, right? And then the face goes in here. So yeah, it's like a Mission Impossible mask maker thing. Clips in, you would never know it was there. Has pegs for all the other weapons, which I'm sure we'll be plugging them all into. Here's the gun. It's like kind of like that. Plugs right in. I like storage options. Let's see here, pulling out the sword. Here's a sword, also has a thing, so sword can also like plug into the backpack, which is cool. So now you've got the mask, the gun, and the sword all on the backpack. And then we'll pop him out. Love that noise. Alright, so first thoughts. He kind of feels like a Marvel Legends figure. He's got that same kind of articulation. Instead of having hair, he kind of has this hood. And his scarf also comes off, which makes him look kind of weird, honestly. This guy, I'm trying to figure out what his height is. He's about 6 inches tall, very much Marvel Legends scale. I don't think he's going to look good with like 7-inch scale figures. He's got like double elbows, double knees, you know, thigh swivel. He's got a thing on the back for his belt. You know, kind of interesting. I think if you use him in a non-G.I. Joe setting, he makes like a good thug. This he has ab crunch, but his abs are kind of weird. Just kind of interesting looking guy. He looks much better all geared up, I have to say. You know, now he looks interesting. You know, without the hood and without this, kind of bizarre looking. All right, and then we plug this thing. There's a hole in his back, so we'll plug this in. And he's got the backpack with the shit on there. You know, alternatively, you could put the sword in the sword holder, have him hold the guns, and then these things can plug into the backpack. The monkey's paw, and the cobra head, which has painting in the mouth, snake head. So yeah, these are like plug-in play things. Take off my glasses there for a minute. His belt actually has little loops for those things, so you can just like stick them in there. Doesn't really go in though. Yeah, it's kind of a downer. Maybe this belt moves. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. It's weird articulation for the belt. It was like hanging way low. Yeah, if you raise the belt, I think you can plug them in. I'm not crazy about... Yeah, this reminds me a lot of like, you know, Marvel Legends figure, how they're just kind of like parts. I think, let me see what, I think I have another idea about what to do with these things. Bear with me. I'm opening up the mask thing. Since the mask is hollow, maybe I can just kind of put them in there behind the mask. I think I can put it, oh, of course I'm dropping shit all over. I think I can put like, yeah, I can put like one of them behind the mask. I do like how the backpack has like decals on the inside. You know, there's some painting there. So yeah, I can put this together, and one of the snake head can fit behind the mask. Although, I think I see an alternative here. Oh, there you go. There's these holes in the back of the backpack, and you can stick them on there. So yeah, all the accessories can actually kind of do that. So let me pull that out. Mask fits in there good, so that's a positive. All right, that's cool. I mean, at least they thought where everything's gonna stick, you know. So yeah, there's the monkey's hand in there, so his backpack is all tricked out. And then, let's see, let's do this. Take the mask off here, or his hood off there. It doesn't really fit super tight. Oh, there you go. So there's that head, and then... So yeah, he can kind of wear the disguise with, as long as you put the hood on. I don't know how convincing it is, considering he's got no eyeballs. You know, or who this dude is supposed to be. Kind of looks like Dr. Mindbender a little bit. So yeah, that's not too bad. as far as the disguise option goes. Like, Dr. Mindbender. Wait, it's really... Dun, dun, dun. Not Dr. Mind. So it doesn't pop off like super easily. Well, he doesn't have eyeballs either, so he was just a random bald guy. So... yeah, that's kind of like the ideal look for him. So let's get this whole thing all put together here. So we got this, right? Then we've got the mask. So let's do this this review's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, but you know, that's cool. At least we're getting this all done. Right, mask is in there. Got this shit on there. Let's clang that clang that close. Just get it closed. Then we stick the gun on the side of the backpack, and then we put the knife on the side of the backpack, and now we've got every freaking thing on the backpack, and then we plug that in. Get him a little bit better situated, because yeah, now I want this belt to be low. Get his little shit in there. And there we go. He's got all of his gear stored in his backpack. You got kind of like the ideal way to pose him. And then he can just look and be kind of a random thug for any of your superhero displays, you know? He can be like a Suicide Squad member, or some just like, you know, just random G.I. Joe guy, or just random, like, you know, if you want to do Reavers for your Marvel Legends figures, throw him in here as a Reaver. You know, because he totally looks like a kind of a nihilistic Australian dude. I wish there was more you could kind of do with his mask or something, you know. But yeah, it's kind of a... I mean, you can tell it's Zartan, but yeah, it's kind of just an odd sort of figure. If he was a little taller, it'd be a little bit more ideal. But yeah, he's just like a 6-inch, like literally 6 inches tall, you know? So, you know, it's cool. It's kind of what I was expecting. You know, I was hoping he'd be like, you know, 6-inch, quote unquote, more like 6.5 inches. But, you know, I'll stick him somewhere. I still like the character. This, you know, also makes me kind of like not want to open my Baroness Target box set, you know. Although female figures can be shorter and she looks cool in the box, you know. And this guy still looks cool, although his elbows are kind of frozen right now. And like I said, oh, there we go. Got a little bit more movement. Yeah, he kind of feels like a parts figure, you know, like that's how all Marvel Legends feel like. They're made of so many parts, and you get them in hand and it's kind of like, you know, not as sturdy as like a NECA or McFarlane figure. And then, you know, Hasbro's put clearly a lot of thought into making this guy, you know. He's got a lot more articulation than Marvel Legends do, but I'm sure he was engineered this way so his parts could be used for other action figures, you know, save as much money as possible. Do you like the sculpted armor bits with the interesting angles? Even though this kind of sculpted doesn't go with these kinds of shoulder pads at all. It goes with the rest, but it's kind of just like, this could have been this kind of thing too, a little more geometric rather than turtle shell, you know. But yeah, overall cool. I you know, he looks cool. I kind of recommend him if you're looking for this kind of a figure. But yeah, looks pretty good. I like the storage options, and yeah, overall, you know, I'd say if you're collecting G.I. Joe, get him. Um, Pretty cool design, and if not, you can actually use some of these pieces on some other guys. Like you could totally use this bandana on any kind of figure, you know. Um, if you have like a Red Hood or something, or a Robin figure. Actually, I might try this like on a Robin figure. This might look good for the hood, and you can use this bandana on like Deathstroke, or yeah, let me try it on Deathstroke. I'm kind of curious what that might look like. This is McFarlane Deathstroke right here. Although he does have that bib right in front. I don't know how that'll come out. Not terrible. Definitely could do that. Although maybe on a Deathstroke figure that doesn't have this, side bandana doesn't look as good. That's the function of that toy design. I also have the Grim Batman. Let's try it on him, because he already has kind of like a balaclava thing. So this might work for him. Oh shit, I think I'm gonna keep it on this guy. That kind of pops, and it, like I said, already kind of goes with his balaclava. Nice little pop of color there. I have a Spawn figure, like a Commando Spawn from, I think it's Spawn 4, where he's all armored up like this guy, and he also has like a balaclava like this, and it works. But yeah, this one, yeah, I'm gonna keep it on him. He looks good with that. It doesn't really look clip-on, and it fits on his neck. Nice. Well, that's a plus. I'm kind of down with that. I'm all for experimenting on guys. You know what? Even not so much, but a little bit kind of works. You know, sort of gives it that Nightmare Batman vibe. That's why I like it. It kind of looks like Nightmare Batman. All right, I'm down. You're gonna keep that. Grim Batman has got himself a new toy. Let's see if this works on Deathstroke, because that might go. Maybe. It's not too bad. I mean, it's weird. I mean, yeah. If it works on him, it could work on a Robin. Yeah. But yeah, that balaclava was dope. I liked that. Oh, so yeah, you can get the Zartan, use his thing, makes a cool balaclava. But yeah, totally worth it just for that, actually. But yeah, he's a cool guy. Even works kind of like that, actually. You know, sort of like his own a Taskmaster kind of dude. Yeah, sorry, Batman jacked your accessory. You're not getting it back. That's awesome. I'm all about that. All right. Oh, you know what? I might try it on one more guy too. Because I got one more Batman. Batman figure. It might look good on. Well, all right. So we got the Arkham Knight right here. This is a DC Collectibles figure. I always kind of thought he could use something. Let's see. Putting in a position here. Maybe. Kinda. I think it looks better on Grim Batman, or the Grim Knight. But it's still cool. Let's try the helmet on him though. Nah. Yep. like I said, Grim Knight. But yeah, I do recommend this figure. Check him out if you can get him. I got him on Amazon. He wasn't that expensive. And he's turning up in stores everywhere. So yeah, if you enjoyed this review, check it out. More guys on the horizon. Until next time, Cobra! And just let me see if he works without. Because I know actual Zartan didn't wear a balaclava. Yeah, he doesn't need it. He looks like Zartan without it. Just like an extra. He looks more like a cartoon Zartan. I'm gonna keep him without it and just give his accessory over to the Grim Knight here. Just want to see if I can. Yeah, that looks like Zartan. He's Zartan. It's weird because, like, I was like, when you watch the cartoon, I was sure he had hair. This is just kind of like, you know, kind of like a. Did he wear a hood? It was always kind of like, did he have? I suppose he didn't, and he always had kind of like this hood thing going on. So now he has the whole trick is just trying to get it into a place where it looks good. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. All right, this is a long enough review. You've seen all the things he has to offer, and the stuff doesn't fall off. Clips, it's in there. All right. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you later with more reviews here on Cult Classics. Later.